Oh no, listener, you're putting me in a weird position here. Let me tell you why. Look, so we all know Moicano and Darius was scheduled for a while back, and then Moicano had to step in last minute to fight Islam, didn't he? Right? Like, and he got annihilated, right? But like, fights like that are fun to make, right? The underdog coming out of nowhere, and he was on quite a roll until that point. Darius was on quite a contender's roll until he ran into. I forget who beat Darius, but someone beat. And I'm going to say something about Darius that people are going to not like me for. Like, so Darius, when I watch him do his stand-up, it looks really ugly and really immature. But I guess the thing to remember is what he's trying to do is get people to the ground and show his grappling chops, which he's an expert by far. I think Moicano has that as well, but Moicano's also good on the feet. So I think the difference in this fight is that Moicano's more of a complete mixed martial artist. Darius is kind of almost like on the fringe of being like one of those stylist type guys where that's really what he does and that's what he knows, and all the kicks he does that look really like wound up and ugly are just fake so he can get somebody into the grappling where he's got an advantage. Now, that having been said, you know, I talk about momentum a lot. Moicano was on a streak of great momentum. It's one of the reasons they gave him Islam, right? When Arman pulled out, they gave him the shot because of that momentum. Now, that having been said, that momentum gets shut down pretty quick, right? Like, I got beat up yesterday in jiu-jitsu like I was a little kid. Pretty sure my teammate's on TRT now because that wasn't what he felt like before. But the same thing happens in fighting. And once you get shut down like that, how do you mentally handle it? Do you feel like all your momentum's gone? Because some people do feel that way. All it takes is running into a brick wall, then suddenly you're like, oh my God, I'm not a freight train. I'm a human being. Well, we're all human beings. And I think Darius felt that way too. Darius had like a 10-fight winning streak. But very notably, they never gave Darius that title shot, right? And I think one of the reasons they didn't is because Hunter and Dana and the rest of them saw what I saw. I mean, he's an incomplete mixed martial artist. So if I had to pick, and you know, I hate picking fights, I would say that Moicano wins based on the fact that he can do more stand-up and grappling, and whereas Darius is more one-dimensional. But listen, guys, you know, everybody can say whatever they want. At the end of the day, they're getting that ring to there. Who knows? Darius may twist Moicano up like a pretzel and sub him. There's no way to tell because there's so many factors we talked about going into fighting and who's going to win, who's going to lose, and how they feel, and is your girlfriend nice to you, and everything else. Everybody read my book, Warrior of the Light.